Simple. No, I think when it comes to business, if you want to start, you're afraid or you don't know, most people they stop before they start. And the reason why they do that, they've got this fear of cluster things that have to happen and all that. And most of the times we get to ask advice, and that advice that we get, it kind of complicate things. I was once given advice that a business or to be an entrepreneur, it's all about knowing what is it that you want to do and to, what's called, knowing what you want to do, which is the product or service, and knowing the client that is going to consume or is going to buy that. The rest is in between. That means if you want to make shoes for men, you must know the kind of a guy that will wear your shoes. It must be very clear so that when you done with your product or service, you communicate it to that particular person. That means if you've got a product or service, try to know more about who's going to buy it. And then the rest is just minimal trainings that you're going to get in between. Thanks.
I think is at home is that the idea is that you never ever sleep without a pen and a pillow. A pen and a page under your pillow. Because those ideas that come out at night are the true ideas that you have. Second to it, when you want to enter into business, the first thing you identify is it, what is it that I want to do? Before anything else, what is it that I want to do? Once you understand what you want to do, you know, how do I get there? You see, those are two different things, because I can stand here, I can quote you the entrepreneurship textbook, that you must do marketing, surveys, the SWOT analysis. That comes later on when you have grown your business. The first thing you need to do in 2 sentences, able to highlight what is your business and what you seek to do. Once you've done those 2 things, you are able to take your business to where you want it to go. Because I think the problem that we're having, and I like some of the parts we spoke of, the problem that the majority of us are having is that before we even thought, what is the business about? We would have thought of the challenges that are out there. Before we even thought, what is I want to do? You are thinking finances, you are thinking the building, you are thinking all those things before you understand what is it. And I think the gentleman said quite well. Once you understand what your business, who's your business, and once you understand who's your target market, how do I get to my target market? Those are things that we need to understand. But I think what's important now, and I think as part of this business forum, we need to make sure that someone can stand up there and tell them ideas in 5 minutes. Exactly. Say, what is it I want to achieve in 5 minutes? Once you start doing that, you start to understand what is your core business. Because if I make an example, we started with the salon, but now we've got an IT company. But instead of the salon, we went to taxi, we went all these big things. But now we found what is it we want to understand. Because once you understand what is it you want to do, and I think that's what we can be able to take any business forward. And I think it's a mindset that I think we need to change amongst young people, especially African people, is to say, it's not what we must do now. We're not studying here. We're not studying to be employed. We're studying here to create employment. We're here so that we gather whatever knowledge we have and create employment. Because once we want to be employed, I think we want to just close the forum.
It's not exactly a question to overcome, it's something I learned during the holiday. What we first need to do is to define what does success mean to us. Like really, what does it mean? Once I've done this, I've been successful. Because a lot of people say it's money and cars and that stuff. And I don't think it really is that. For me, something is just about contribution. What I learn, I didn't get value for them. That's how I see success. The other thing with failure also is, what we do a lot is, we fail at an activity, and then we associate that failure with an activity with ourselves. Then we say, I'm a failure, which is wrong. Instead of saying, oh, I failed at that, it's okay. I've learned something, I'm going to go on. I'm going to do some new stuff. I'm going to learn.
Because I was also fearful, like Zandi was saying, but I went to somebody who had 2 people actually who had done it, and they told me, if you don't try it, you'll never know whether you're going to be a success or not. So I knew that I was ready to take a leap of faith and just, if it didn't work out, fantastic. At least I tried, and now I know that, I'll fail at this and whatever. So through that, I learned my strengths and my weaknesses. So, I know Frank made a long introduction, but I didn't just get there easily. It took perseverance, because when you believe in your dream, you must be willing to persevere and to work long hours. You're the first person to get there and the last person to leave. Thank you.
Can you ask a question?
My question is that now that I know that I don't have to abort my baby, I have to move on with the dream of starting my own business. But however, there are some kind of businesses that when we start, we need to have a startup capital. Then now, where do I go? How do I get help? Who funds me to start my own business?
Okay, if you need to start a business, right, and you need some capital, that's why we have people like Sarembi, that once you present your idea to them, then they can help you or direct you to the relevant people who can actually help you fund your business. You can even come to see our CEO here. He knows a lot of people, he's got a lot of connections to people who do funding. So you can't get stuck. You can't let a good idea die because of 10,000 rand. That's not right. You see. So come see us, then we can see how we can help you to actually, we can take it to the relevant people. Okay. So guys, it's not difficult to start a business. It's not difficult. But it's not as easy as just registering a company and expect everything to just run on its own. You have to work so hard. You have to be prepared to say that there's a dance hall there, me, I'm going to do my business. You have to be prepared for that. Because sometimes, as she said, you're gonna work long hours. Sometimes you're gonna miss your friends. But one thing that I can tell you, I want you to go